I'm going to tell you, door knocking absolutely positively works. I just knocked, probably now I'm at my 400th door in this neighborhood. It's been a little bit slow, got a couple of leads, but this last one, as I'm walking away from it right now, solid $700,000 listing. It is a family that is in dispute right now, but they are absolutely selling. And I just met the leader of the family, and she says, yes, we are selling. We need to get it sold. We need to get my brother out. Da da da. I'm like, that's my superpower, dealing with difficult people. They're like, okay, James, you can do it. Let's do it. I'm like, what? Why even bother? Someone came into the room as I was door knocking earlier today. Dairy Larry, if you're watching this later. Dairy Larry says, why even bother? Or what's this all about? Or what's the point? Something to the effect. And I'm like, are you talking metaphysical or like spiritual? Like you want to give me some, you want me to give you some guidance on life? And like, what's this all about? Or are you saying, does this work and I'm wasting my time? Because as far as I'm concerned, that absolutely positively was worth it. I know some people saw that, that I was in the room. I was standing out front of a house, and some kids are like, well, they're thinking of selling. I'm like, they are? He goes, yeah. I said, all right. So I went and knocked on the door. No one was there. And I was standing in the front yard, and there's like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old kid riding a scooter. He goes, no, they're talking about it. I'm like, I'm going to have to buy that kid a bike. He was like, hey, kid, here's a bike. Like, what's this for? That's a good lead you got me, man. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys were in the room, you would know I just totally nailed a ridiculously good listing lead from a door knock. And if you don't believe it, it's only because you were not watching me live, that you did not have a chance to bask in the glory of what is door knocking the Festini way. I'm going right now to go put together the slam package. If you guys are curious about doing what I'm doing, you should definitely take me on as a one-on-one, at least at minimum. Join the Festini Mafia. It's $50 a month of membership. Every day of the week I give you something of value that you guys can take with you to produce at a higher level. But for right now, I gotta go produce a full-blown slam package, go drop it off at their door. They're like, well, these are the other agents that we've been talking to. I'm like, oh, let me see. And they were doing these comps. They were running their comps from like 2 cities over. They were putting together their information. Oh my God. I'm like, and I even told them, I said, are you guys from around here? And they're like, yeah. I go, then you should know that this home, you can't compare this home to homes in Yorba Linda or Placentia, where they're comparing you with homes across the railroad tracks. You can't do that. So I'm like, this is just, I don't want to talk smack. I go, but this is crap. Like, well, this one here, he grabs the other slam package, or kind of slam. It was a piece of crap. It looked like someone put together a property profile from the title company. It is so James Festini circa 1996 in the beginning. And they put together this property profile with like just the, a copy of it. And so the guy goes, well, the brother was there, and he goes, well, this one looks like they put a lot of time in it. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, wait till you get a load of my slam package. You're gonna swear I wrote the book on this house. There's no way that family's not gonna be like, okay, this, I mean, he showed me 3 different CMA/market analysis, and they were all just a pile of crap, where I was like, they don't stand a chance. I can't wait to put together my package. Like, normally I'd be like, oh, maybe tomorrow morning. No, I am right now, as fast as I can. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter, and then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna hit oh my gosh, my wife got a new printer. Hopefully it's plugged in. Sheesh. Maybe I'll go to the office, but I'll put together the entire package, the slam package, and I'm gonna get it back here. I'm gonna drop it off at his doorstep. I'm gonna knock on the door. I'll probably be there by 8:30. I'll be like, sorry to bother you. Here's the profile. But he was like, the brother and the sister were like, well, we don't, you might be wasting your time. Oh, let me backtrack, since you're all here watching, and I'm telling the story. So I get to the door, and the guy goes, well, yeah, we are thinking about it, but we already have an agent. Same old story. See, for Festini, and that goes in one ear out the other. I'm just like, so? I don't say that. But I said, oh, okay, no problem. When will it be on the market? Deflect, rechange. Change the topic. Why change the topic? Because that's not a topic you want to talk about. Oh, wonderful. You have an agent? And bye. No. Change the topic. Oh, okay, when will it be available? Well, this other agent, she's kind of pushing me around. She's getting a little catty. I'm like, ooh, a chink in the armor of this other agent. I am definitely feeling a sense of like, they don't like this agent. Well, let's see what we have to say. He goes, yeah, she's being this, she's being that, and I think she's underestimating. I go, how much are they saying it's worth? Why do I ask that question? Because I want to know how much more I should say I can get. Sorry, that's the truth. If they can get that, I can get more. And most of the time, real estate agents, if they don't sell a lot of real estate, all they're thinking is commission, paycheck right now. So they don't want to market it. They don't care about leaving money on the table. They absolutely, most of the time, if they're a rookie agent, all they're thinking about is a price that's going to cause it to sell immediately. And I'm thinking there's 5 siblings, they need the money, and if they got money to hold it open and they got time to move things out, we can move a few things. There's a lot of moving. I mean, I'm calm and relaxed in my dialogue, but man, my brain is going a million miles an hour, just picking up every piece, every clue, like a little bloodhound sniffing out every cent of what I need to do. So I'm like, okay, how much are they going to say? Oh, well, she's saying something like 650. Well, in my head, I'm knocking a neighborhood where I just listed another house. So I know 650 is not, it should be 7. I already know this even without like making it up. It's 7. So I'm like, okay. And he goes, well, you want to see it? I'm like, well, if you want, yeah, okay. So I get inside the house and I'm walking. It's a good looking house. It's a really good looking house. I'm like, this is great. Oh, this is great. I go, oh, you could fix that. I go, but that's not a big deal. I got a glass guy, take care of that, no problem. But you can do that, you can do that. And he's like, oh, and this. And you go, I scraped the ceiling. We're like bonding, right? And in that time, he's liking me and then inserting some random thing about what he doesn't like about that other agent who mom in her, on her deathbed said, I'd like you to use this agent from church. Well, he's saying, well, mom's not here. And whether or not she likes it, this is the family and we got to take care of our own business. And even though she wants to help this lady out, I think this lady's a ding dong. I'm like, let me see those reports again. And so I open up the reports and there's like 3 reports. I'm like, yeah, this is bad. He goes, well, this one she put together all this time. They must have spent. And so he had like 3 different agents. All 3 of them are just, oh my gosh, if this is the stuff that you guys are delivering at the door, oh man, do you really, really, really need to buy my Beast Mode Lead Gen bundle? Inside of that bundle, I show you how to put together the propaganda and the piece and the slam. And if you just want to hire me one-on-one, we'll help you put it together. If you want to hire me as a situational training and you guys want to just have me like for 1 hour, buy 1 hour of time, please do not go another day delivering what I saw in this poor guy's hand. I was just like, no way. No way this is what she's using to impress you. I'm just like, this is insane. I absolutely love it. Because man, wait till you get a load of Festini's package. I'm like, okay, you know what? I go, that's fine. He goes, well, I don't want to waste my time. Oh man, just let me put it together. I go, all I ask is that you give me a chance at the table. He goes, well, my other sister, she's the one also in charge and she's da-da-da. I'm like, I tell you what, my superpower is dealing with crazy people. And you say your sister's crazy? You need me. I go, that's what I do, man. If you could just get me to sit at the table with her, let's have a sit. We all trust me. I go, but you know what? Let me just prove it to you. Let me drop you off some information and we'll go from there. What's your name? What's your number? What's your email address? Bada bing, bada boom. Done. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's it all about? Why bother? Well, Mr. Larry Derry, whoever you are, why bother door knocking because as long as I am young and healthy, this is absolutely, positively, without a doubt, the best use of my time. I cannot think of a better use of my time. I cannot imagine, unless I was physically disabled, I can't imagine a scenario where I would pay someone else to do this. What else am I going to do? Sit around at the office and wait for the lead to come to me? Let's say I hired somebody to do my door knocking for me. What am I going to do? I'm going to sit there and wait for my door knocking lead generation person to say, hey, I got one. I'd be like, well, if I'm going to do that, then why don't I hire one and door knock myself? Why? Look, I want health and I want wealth. Door knocking is the solution to what I want. I want to be healthy. Door knocking, man. Today I've door knocked. I've door knocked probably 6 hours today, easily 6 hours. Yesterday I did about another. Oh no, yesterday was Sunday. Saturday I did like 2 hours. Friday I did like 6 hours. I am so jacked up on door knocking right now. When you ask me why bother, does door knocking work? Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a listing right now from door knocking. Last week I had 2 paychecks come in as a result of door knocking. I've just generated another ridiculously good lead from door knocking on every day that I go door knocking, on average. Because there's some days where I go out and I don't get one, right? But for the most part, if I average it out, because hell, last week, I think if I went out in the morning, I got one. If I went out in the evening, I got one. It's like every time I was stepping out to go door knock, I was getting one bona fide listing lead where the individual was saying, yes, I'm interested. And I'm like, okay, great. I would love to send out my information. Let's keep in touch. I mean, where else are you going to buy? What other platform can you buy into that you can go in and give money, and every day it's going to give you a name, a number, and there is no platform. Do not be fooled into thinking that Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com at any dollar amount, well, within reason, that any Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com is going to get you somebody who says, yes, I'm interested in selling my house. Here's my name, here's my email, here's my phone number. I'm going to be thinking about it. It just doesn't happen. The internet inquiry game does not give you the same quality contacts that you get from door knocking. No doubt about it. Right now, more than ever, I am so jacked up and so excited about door knocking. And I encourage you guys to go out. If you don't know how to do it, if for some reason there's something missing, you're like, well, I've never done it, I'm scared, I don't understand. If there's anything stopping you, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and go, hey, James, I want to learn this. I need to do that. Don't hesitate. I've given so much information on this topic that you should be able to figure out on your own. But there's no reason why you can't be door knocking. It is so simple, so little rejection. It's all a mindset. If you think door knocking is annoying for other people, if you think for some reason people are like disgusted, yeah, okay, every once in a while I get someone who wishes I was dead, right? They look at me like, if looks could kill, I wouldn't be here today. It is the name of the game, man. It's a numbers game. And I'm being courteous. And I'm not going to the front door with an expectation of bringing value. That's why they don't like you, is because you're going up to the door expecting to give them something. And when you don't give them something, you're offended, or there's this energy where like you get to the door and you're like, I come with value, and they look at you like, I don't need any of your crap. And you're like, man, they don't like my value. This doesn't work. Because you got no value. You got to find the people who want the value. I've knocked how many doors today? I would say probably 200 doors. I didn't get anybody. I didn't get any leads today. Maybe one kind of hint until that last door. That last door made all those 200 worth it. If you're not playing the door knocking game at the highest level. There is a right and a wrong way to hit the doors. I promise you, I promise you. I know without a doubt, I've already crossed that 10,000 hours to mastery. You know, they say the 10, if you spend 10,000 hours, you are a master. I've done that. I, I've probably, yeah, I've done that. Why not talk to someone about who is the godfather? I've got a 10th degree black belt in door knocking. I am so ridiculously, and this isn't bragging. This is just like, I know now what to do. And it's not bragging, it's telling you guys, hey, if you want, I've got that answer. I can help you. I'm not bragging like, haha, like at the office meetings where the big shots are like, I got a new listing. They're not going to tell you how they did it. I'm telling you how I did it. I'm knocking on a door and I'm asking one question and I'm doing exactly how everybody else could do it. I'm showing you exactly how to. I'm out here doing it hours and hours and hours at a time, live streaming this so that you guys can not only like get rid of all your doubts, but that you can also be inspired so that you can go past should I and into I can. And that's exactly why I do this. I do this to overcome your fear. By demonstration, I can show you that I get my ass kicked, so that when you think to yourself, I don't want to get my ass kicked, you think back, no, James didn't get his ass kicked. Yeah, he got beat up a little, but no, he didn't get beat up. Is that all? I want to inspire you. I want to give you guys the tools to succeed. And there's just so much bad information, so many bad advice givers out there that you really, I feel it's my obligation. I have this real like commitment to stop you before you spend money. I don't know if you saw that post the other day, but I feel like I have to stop you before you spend money on anybody when it comes to telephone prospecting and door knocking. I've got other skills, Facebook marketing, you know, Craigslist, open house, what all. I'm a very well-rounded agent in that department. But I stay in my lane because this is something that I'm just super, super bent and like locked in on, and that is door knocking. You see me every day now. Tomorrow, you're gonna see me. Oh wait, no, tomorrow I'm going to Knott's Farm. Never mind. You see me, you see me almost every day hitting the doors, door after door after door after door. Some of you have seen me close. I think someone said they were in the room when I got that, and I shut off the feed because once I go inside, I'm not even going to bother looking at my camera or like sharing that dialogue with you. Just trust me that if I got in the door, I got a name, I got a number, I got an email address, I'm in. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to put together a slam package. I'm going to do a bang up job for this person. I'm going to get it to the front door. Why should I bother? Because it works. And it is the best use of your time. It is absolutely, positively, door knocking is the best use of your time. The second best use of your time is cold calling. The third best use of your time is holding open house. But if it's not your listing, you know, I mean, my goal is door knock, cold call, get a listing, market the hell out of that listing by door knocking and cold calling, and making sure that that neighborhood knows, and pick up a second one like I just did in this neighborhood, and then door knock and cold call, and then pick up another listing. I mean, really, it's this snowball effect, and that's the goal, is get my own listing so that I can market my own listings using Facebook advertising. Because I'm telling you, Facebook advertising, that whole like what's your home worth thing, that cheese is moved. The best Facebook marketing you can do right now is advertising your own listing. And the best way to get your own listing is door knocking and cold calling. So you get your listing, you get your Facebook ads. You want to talk about like the best of what to do right now. What should I be doing, and what should I be doing right now, this year, next year? What should, like, this era right now? Well, let me think. What else is everyone else doing? No one's telling you. The only people who are sharing you what to do are the people who are trying to sell you on a product that will teach you how to do what they're probably not doing. Does that make sense? I would highly encourage you to go in right now, the next time you get solicited for any product, anything. Like right now, I can go, I get all day long. I get stuff all day long. I get propaganda from real estate sales training. And here's what I do. The first thing I do is I go, okay, here's a, let me see right there, online conversion. No, let's see. Use leverage to, okay. Any one of these ads, I follow the ads to make sure, right? Live call with this guy, live call. I mean, all of these. So what I'll do is I will look and they'll say how to do this for selling real estate, how to get X amount of listings. Oh, yeah. There was a tweet the other day where I saw a website kind of company that does kind of conversion or some sort of database something. They're one of the big ones. And they tweeted out this guy who said how to set a listing appointment. No, set 3 listing appointments for every 10 calls you make. I'm like, whoa. Set 3 listing appointments for every 10 calls? Wow. 30% of the calls that you make contact with is you call 10 people and 3 appointments? So you're telling me if you called 100 people, you'd have 30 appointments? And if you called 1,000, you'd have 3,000 appointments? Where do I sign up? Whoa, hold on, before I find out where I sign up, who's giving this seminar? Beep, boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh, he's an agent. Okay, let's see. Let me check this agent's website, because if he's setting 3 appointments for every 10 contacts, he's got to have at least 3 listings. And say he just started 2 weeks ago and he's got 3 listings. Realistically, I was hoping more like, if you're setting 3 listing appointments for every 10 calls, I was kind of hoping for him to have like 30 listings, because that's insane. Like you get 3 appointments for every 10 contacts you make. You really should have some sick inventory. Am I wrong here? So I went in there hoping he had at least 3 listings, but realistically knowing, I knew that it was full of crap. So I was like, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt if he has 3 listings, and if he has 30, I'm gonna be like, you know, he's the man, show me how, I'm open. I go to his website, 1 listing. I'm like, does he not put it anywhere? And then I go to Zillow and it's the same listing. I'm like, okay, so he does use Zillow. I really don't understand, where's the disconnect. So I go to his website on the back end. I'm like, and then on the back end he had a team of 5 people. I'm like, 1 listing, 5 people. Let me do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get how many? Something's not adding up. Why are you on this webinar? What? Who? Oh man, that was a bamboozle. I was bamboozled. But see, if I was a brand new agent, all I would have read was the headlines. Click buy now. I'm in. Show me where to buy. You guys can't possibly be that gullible. You can't possibly be that naive to think that a headline like that, I will get you 3 appointments. See how this guy gets 3 appointments for every calls he makes. And then he's got it. He's on a webinar and he's being invited by this top website company. He must be very good. He's very good. And then I go in there and then I find out he's not good. It's the same thing that the California Association of Realtors, they put on some sort of weird event. I'm done. Shut up, James. Let's just say when I saw the lineup, I was like, really? None of these people, never mind. I feel bad for the real estate agents who come into the industry, because the real estate industry is akin to BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed or Mashable. You ever read BuzzFeed or Mashable? It is the art of headline. It is the coup de grace of title grab, like shabam. Oh, that is interesting. Let me see what Ivanka and Melania did. Let me see. You know, there's just like this magnetic ability for them to write copy. They're freaking masters at writing headlines, and they bring you in and their color scheme and their flow and everything, and they get you the real estate gurus, the real estate websites, all of that stuff. It's all very, very good at getting you to believe the lie. There's only two ways that you're going to get leads: you go out and get them, or they come to you. If they come to you, it's going to take some time or money or both. They don't just come to you unless you're like, even if Leonardo DiCaprio got his real estate license, I don't think he'd crush it in the first couple weeks. He'd just like I'm a realtor. Anyone thinking of selling? They'd be like, I want to meet him, but I don't think I want to buy a house. Right? So they got to come to you, or you got to go get them. You want to go get them? Door knocking, cold calling. There's nothing else. There's no other way invented yet. There's only two ways to go out and get them: door knocking, door knock by the door or by the phone. There are no others. If someone tells me that there's another, then I'll be like, there's three ways. There's not. There's only two ways: the door and the phone. End of story. There's no other way. Well, James, what about Facebook Messenger? That's going out and getting them to come to you. You say hi, and if they don't say hi back, that's going out. Oh, well, James, what about dropping off pumpkins? Huh? Go to hell. Fine. You drop off the pumpkin. You knocking at the door? No. Then you're waiting for them to say thank you. And then what? You're going to what? What? Nothing. James, what about postcards? Nope. Door and phone, end of story. If someone can help me find another one besides the door and the phone, I will change my ways, but it just doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Hello? Anybody going to tell me? No one's got an answer. There's only two ways to go out and get business right now. And there's only one way with both those ways: ask. The only way you're going to go out and get it is to ask. If it's going to come to you, it'll come to you, but you still kind of have to ask. But it's got to come to you. Mail, postcards, notepads, open house. Open house. Open house still has to come to you. You put your sign, they come to you. You can hold an open house and have 0 people come to you. You go out and door knock, 25 out of 100 doors will open. Much better odds for finding someone. You go out, pick up the phone, 6% of 100 will pick up the phone and say hello, and you will ask the question. Okay? Go out and get them, or they come to you. Only two ways. So what's it all about? Why bother? Because I take action. I take action, and it is the best use of my time. I know of no other way still known to man that I can leverage my brain and my body as fast as possible to do what I do. Every day I can go out and get a lead. Show me where. Every day I can go get a lead. Show me where. Now you can go into TrulioRealtorZiller.com, and every day you can get a internet inquiry. Internet inquiry. Let's go back to school, kids. Internet inquiry is an individual who goes to the internet and says, I'm curious about a house. That is not a lead. Okay? Spread the word. It's important. Spread the word. Zillow does not sell leads. It is malpractice for them to call it a lead. They can call it an inquiry, but they do not sell leads. Facebook does not bring you leads. They get you inquiries. Now, if someone says, I'm interested in selling my house, then that's a lead. But what part of Zillow does it say I'm interested in? No, they just name, a number, an email address, and I'm curious about this house. Maybe I'm curious about the value of my house, but that's not a lead. That's an inquiry. I'm curious about the value. How many leads have I generated through Facebook advertising that have said, I'm curious about the value of my house, that have not listed? They are the same people who go to Zillow and they get the estimate on their house. Zillow's primary algorithm, it revolves around generating individuals who are curious about the value of their house and not people who want to sell. Does this make sense? So anyhow, guys, if you're curious about anything I'm doing, please reach out to me, jamesvestine.com/training. Make sure that you, if you want to do one-on-one, reach out to me. If you guys want to join the membership, reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram, follow my vlog. Just go everywhere you need to go. I'm there. Get back to work. I'm going to go do that slam package.